Hey everyone, it's me, JB, and we are starting week 5. And this journey has been very eye opening for me, at least, because I'm starting to notice things more as I add on things of like stuff that I do that I don't realize that I do. And I'm like, ooh, wait, nope, 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 nope. You're supposed to be living in strength, so you can't give in to that feeling. So I am so excited. I hope that um, everyone else's journeys are going well. This week, we will be sorry, I am very preoccupied because I just deleted some pictures from my iPhone, no, from my iPad that I needed. And I didn't realize, I thought I had set it from where if I delete it from one, it didn't delete it from the other one, but apparently I didn't. So yeah, and then of course I went to recently delete it because who needs that folder? Like, get rid of that. Like, that's still taking space. So anyway, I'm preoccupied about that right now because I'm like, how am I supposed to get those pictures back? So anyway, let's get to what we're supposed to be doing. The verse. Sometimes I take detours. So Philippians 2:14 and 15. Do everything without complaining and arguing so that you Okay, so when I learned this verse originally, I didn't realize I learned two meshes of the verses because I guess it's cleaner. So I learned do everything without complaining and arguing so that you may become blameless and pure. And I've actually haven't been able to find a version that says that. So the NLT says do everything without complaining and arguing so that no one can criticize you. So I like the mashup better. It's a blend between the NLT and the NIV. So do everything without complaining and arguing so that you may become blameless and pure. Blameless and pure. I'm trying to mix words together. Anyway, so that's what I learned, and this is a verse that I've tried to concentrate in on for a good part of my life, just because of different situations and jobs, and just remembering that you should do everything that you can to not complain, because what does complaining get you at the end of the day? And actually, in our Bible study this past Thursday, we were talking about how when does your cry out to God becomes a complaint? And I think that's a fine line that we walk to be careful to not go from asking God about something in a situation and to change it to the fact that we then begin to talk to other people, and then all of a sudden that becomes a complaint. And it's so important that we try not to do this, because when you get in complaints, I don't know what it is about complaining. Complaining is almost like a black hole of just despair. And when you start complaining, you almost like pull everyone else around you in it. And then all of a sudden it goes from you complaining about something bad that happens to that you hate your job, you can't stand your kids, your husband gets on your nerves. It's just like it becomes like this avalanche of stuff. And I think that the wonderful God that we serve, he knew that this is something that you do not need to fall into, because it does become something that just kind of piles on top of you, and it just becomes this overwhelming, oh my gosh, everything in life sucks. And you've taken all these little bitty complaints and you've overseen the big picture of how wonderful things are, because even in your complaints, there's someone somewhere so far worse than you are. And that's the thing that we have to remember. When we start complaining, you just make this deep hole and you just pull people in it, to the point that you'll realize, even sometimes in your life, that there's friends that you avoid at times because all they ever do is complain. And you're just like, oh, great. I gotta listen to this heifer complain. Yes, I did say heifer. I have to listen to this heifer complain one more time about some issue that she has with some. It's like, Peter, get off the pot. Fix it or don't fix it or whatever, whatnot. But I'm not finna sit here and listen to you complain about it for the umpteenth time. Like, get the freak over it now. And sometimes I say that in my head. Sometimes I say it out loud. Depends on the day, depends on the mood, and depends on the joy that you get at that point in time. Sorry, not sorry. But I think this is one that is, if you can get a grip on this, if you can get yourself to realize that this right here really does become the core of so many issues and problems that you have. If you can get this thing under control, I think it makes your life, and so many other things just flow so much easier. So we're definitely adding this. So as we're living at peace with the people that we meet, as far as it concerns us, in strength, knowing that our Heavenly Father has us, with faith daily, daily using our faith to know that God can do all things, in perseverance as we go through this life, and just have to keep going, working on that faith and keeping it going. Now we're going to do it without complaining. Whew. Some of us have a big challenge, a really, really big challenge. Some of us are maybe like, hey, I've got this. If you've got this, could you call me and let me know how you've got this? Because I haven't not. I feel like I have some of them. Like each week I'm like, ooh, I'm doing this one well. Those other ones, not so much. So, and now we've only gone up to 5. We're supposed to get up to 52. So this is really going to be a test of our faith. But anyway, thank you all for joining me on this journey. It has been very eye-opening for me, at least, as I try to become more aware of the things that I do. But also, please feel free to, I always forget this at the end of the videos. I don't know, I forget this on more inspirational videos. When I do makeup videos, I remember. For this, I don't, and I need to get out of the habit of not remembering. But be sure to click subscribe. Also, there's a little bell if you want to get notifications of when the next video is out. Click on the little bell and it will notify you. Actually, like, comes up on your phone. I did it with someone. I guess YouTube has changed something. They changed it a while back, but like I'm slow and I'm like, why do I not get notifications anymore? Yeah, there's a new bell that you have to click on the bell. And then the bell makes sure that you get notifications. I guess before, if you subscribed, you got them, and now they're changing it up a little bit. So anyway, you can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all that information I think I have linked up now. But I am actually kind of bad on social media right now, just the place that I'm in my life. I'm just like, if you message me, I'll answer you. But remembering to do posts, you know, like you go through those moments where it's just like life is just, it makes it hard. You're like, who cares about that? I'll see you in real life, or I'll text you, or I'll call, or anything. I'm going through that little stage right now. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to persevere. So, anyway, so yeah, click subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, Twitter. No, I don't do Twitter. Why did I say that? Instagram, Snapchat, anything else that I'm on, find me. But until next week, I forgot what I was going to say. It's one of those mornings. Anyway, I will see you next week. Well, no, until next week, live without complaining.